Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and welcome to your Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 15 review. So, we've got 1 week left until the season finale of Walking Dead. Now, this was a pretty good episode, I think. It wasn't super exciting. There was a lot less, you know, going on this episode, I guess you could say. But Carol shooting everybody down. That was awesome. You can really see that Carol is getting very emotional. She's really trying to be done with killing, and it's just she notices that it's probably going to be never ending. I really hope that they don't kill her off, though. I've got a feeling like they might, but I really hope that they don't. I really like this character. I also like the conflict that she's having at the moment. Um, Other thing that happened in this episode is, you know, we saw Morgan admitting to Rick about keeping that member of the Wolves alive in Alexandria. And we saw Morgan talk about his little philosophy. And really, it's kind of like Morgan is becoming a bit of a pussy. I mean, Morgan should be frolicking through a fucking bed of flowers, for God fucking sakes. He mentioned about how the wolf, how he let the guy live. He ended up in Alexandria, and then he ended up saving Denise, and Denise ended up dying anyway. But you see the philosophy he's trying to show that he says life is precious, and everybody could everybody just needs some work. They can be good again. We see this even in today's society about criminals being rehabilitated. Many people believe that criminals should be punished, while others believe that they should be rehabilitated. And this is really all about how we perceive evil, and is evil truly evil, and is it really just evil, or is it a mental disorder, or is it a psychological problem? And you know, this is interesting because we know that psychological problems do exist in society, but sometimes such a criminal act, such a vicious act or murderous act, sometimes makes us overlook these things. So it's kind of interesting to see things from a different perspective, but I kind of miss Morgan's tougher side of him, the one that wasn't that scared about killing all the time. Um, you know, I wish he seemed a little bit tougher. Well, the thing was, he never wanted to kill, but the thing was, we didn't know that really, and I kind of wish we still had that. It wasn't until his little 90-minute special, which I was bored out of my mind during, that we learned that about Morgan, that he meets somebody that helps him see that life is precious. And well, that's kind of what makes Morgan an interesting character, but also makes you kind of roll your eyes, or at least it makes me roll my eyes at points. But I do like the Morgan character, but I don't really see a lot of future for him on this show. If anything, I see him getting killed off before Carol. And now we see that, Daryl, Michonne, and Glenn, and now Rosita, they've all been captured. And at the end of the episode, Daryl got shot. And everybody was losing their minds. And calm down. It's not time for the riot just yet. Daryl is not dead. He's very much alive. It looks like he got shot in the shoulder. They even said so on Talking Dead that that's what it looked like. He's just wounded, but if that was Daryl's death, that was pretty fucking lame, and they're not gonna do that. I think if Daryl, at one point does ever meet his demise on the show, it's gonna be epic because they're gonna have huge problems on their hands, with them just killing him off. I'm going to hate that as well because Daryl's my favorite character. But if they are going to decide to kill the guy off, they better do it in epic fashion, and it ain't gonna be just blood splattering the screen like that. So The episode wasn't really, all that exciting, but I do like Morgan's philosophy and him and Rick, kind of not seeing eye to eye on that. I liked Carol's confrontation, with Negan's men and shooting them all up. That the way how she had that gun in her sleeve, that was pretty fucking awesome. So it seems like next week we're gonna finally get to see who Negan truly is. That's gonna be pretty interesting. And I gotta say, I like that about Walking Dead. That they kept the mystery of Negan a secret for this long without revealing him, and we're finally gonna get to see it, and it's gonna be the season finale. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, guys, I'll see you for the season finale review.